Welcome UNLV students. My name is Justin. Today's workout is going to be a chest and bicep workout. So I have 8 exercises that we're going to go through. They're going to focus on our biceps and then chest and then biceps and then chest. So basically this is a chest and bicep blast workout that we're going to go through today. In order to participate in this workout, you're going to need a set of dumbbells, preferably something that you can dial, because we're going to be working with weight that is going to range from 30 pounds for your curls all the way up to 50 pounds for your press. So if you have a selectable weight, that's ideal. If you have dumbbells that are separated out, you're going to need 2. They're going to be pretty heavy. I'm just trying to think of the other exercises as we go through these. That you might have to dial down your weight a little bit based on how much weight you're able to curl versus how much weight you're able to press. Alright, so the only other thing I have is a bench, and if you want, you can use a push-up bars or push-up pad. That's what I have. You don't need that. You're able to just do push-ups on the ground with no problems. I prefer to use this push-up bar or push-up bar set just so I can get deeper into the push-up. Again, that's your preference. Alright, so all that said, let's go ahead and get in a quick warm-up. Alright, so arms out to the side. Let's get some circles going. Make those circles a little bigger and a little bigger. Until we're able to go all the way around. Just like that. Let's change direction. Good, let's go ahead and take that shoulder, stretch it out. Not too long here. Again, we're just warming up, so these are going to be pretty dynamic. I don't want to hold these stretches for too long because they're not warmed up. All right, let's warm up our chest here. Arms like you're trying to press into the back wall of your room with your hands. Again, opening up and expanding that chest out. Good. Alright, shake that out. Alright, so again, since we're only going to be doing chest and biceps today, I don't want to focus too much on jumping jacks or running around or doing anything like that, because again, this is focused on our upper body pretty much for this entire workout. Therefore, the warm-up is just going to be upper body focused. Alright, so let's just warm up our neck a little bit. Just make sure I have my workout recorded here. Alright. Couple of those. And let's twist. Very good. All right. I feel adequately warmed up at this point as far as my shoulders, biceps, and chest. Now, if you feel that you're not adequately warmed up, I would like you to pause the video here. Get to a point that you feel like you're warmed up with whatever exercise you need to do to get warmed up. Come back to the video, hit play, and let's get started. First exercise we're going to do is a bicep curl. So I'm going to dial up 30 pounds on my weights, and we're going to do alternating bicep curls. So again, I'm not telling you what weight to use for you specifically. Use a weight that you feel comfortable using. We're going to do 3 sets. We're going to do 1 set, we're going to take a break, another set, take a break, 3rd set. Then we're going to move on to a chest exercise, 3 sets. Then come back to a bicep exercise, and then rest. All right, so that's the plan for the day. Again, I have 8 exercises for us to do. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, so I'm going to grab my weights. All right, and again, I'm at 30 pounds. I'm going to turn to the side so we can start this one. And weights out in front. Whatever you do, whenever you get your weights, make sure you're not swinging your weights. If you want to start here from the side and curl up, that's 1, that's fine. I prefer to start out like this, 2, 2. Right? What I don't want to see happen is that you're having to do that or this to get the weight up. All right, those are not reps that are counting because those reps are using your body to pull the weight up. You're not using your bicep to pull the weight up. All right, let's go ahead and get started again. 3, 4, 6, 8. Want 8 to 12 reps here. 9, 10. I felt pretty good about 10 there. Definitely don't go to failure on your first set. So your first set, again, you're looking for 8 to 12. If you could do 10, go for 10. If you can do 12, go for 12. But don't go to failure. So don't go to the point where if you can get 10 and you're struggling at 10, you need to dial it back. Okay, so again, don't go to failure on your first set. Second set, same thing. Don't go to failure. Recognize when you feel like your biceps are struggling to get the weight up and stop there. The third set, go to failure. All right, so again, if you're going 8 to 12 reps and you're hitting 10, go for 12 for that last set. All right, try to really push your muscle to a failure point, okay? All right, check that out a little bit. I'm just flexing the biceps a little bit here. Again, just warming up the muscle. Take deep breaths. Make sure you have your water in your towel as well. Take water or drink water often as you feel you need to. Even if I'm not saying, hey, take a break and grab water. Grab water when you feel necessary. Again, we're taking breaks between each set, so you have plenty of time to stop, grab water, towel off, whatever you need to do, okay? All right, let's go ahead and get ready for that next set. Careful when you're picking up your weights. You want to bend over, pick up with your back. So I tend to try to get all the way down into a squat and then pick the weight, grab the weights, and stand up. Using my legs again, not my back. All right, same way, let's go. There's 8. 9. All right, like I said, starting to struggle with 9, so I'm gonna put the weights down there. And again, take my break, breathe, catch my breath. So I did 10, then I did 9. This last set, I'm gonna go for 9, maybe hope for 10. All right, again, going for that muscle failure, and again, my definition of muscle failure is when you are no longer able to do the rep with proper form. Okay, so if you're having to swing the weight, that's no longer proper form. If you're only able to go to here and you're not able to fully pull the weight up, you've gone to failure. You're not able to complete the exercise with proper form. Okay, so just recognize when you're at failure based on that definition. Okay. Good. Just dynamically, still working those biceps. Again, chest and bicep blast today, so it's going to be, you're gonna have pretty sore biceps by the end of the day and definitely tomorrow, okay? All right, a couple more seconds. All right, let's go ahead and grab your weights. Again, just like I said before, not lifting with your back, not bending over, lifting with your legs, okay? Last set, going for 10. I'm gonna stop at 9. You can feel that the next rep was not gonna be done in a proper form. So I went ahead and stopped at 9. All right, just flexing that out a little bit. Get those biceps to relax. All right, next exercise is gonna be push-ups. So again, if you have push-up bars, use push-up bars. If you don't, you can just use the floor. All right, again, for this one, my feet are going to be elevated. This is a modifier that makes the push-up more difficult because you're shifting more weight to the front of your body and having to lift more weight. If you want to go flat, just like this, typical push-up position, that's totally fine. That would be, I guess I would call that an intermediate push-up. All right, beginners, you can go to your knees like this. Again, so you're only pushing from here to here. Intermediate, you're pushing more weight. And then advanced, get something that you can put your feet up on, a chair, a table, the couch, or a bench, okay? And then grip. All right, so we're doing chest and bicep today. So to maximize the push-up for our chest, our pectoralis major, I'm gonna go wide with these because again, I wanna stretch across my pectoralis major here, okay? So, go deep. That's why I like to use push-up bars as well. Because you can go deeper, your chest can expand further. Whenever you're just using the floor, there's only so far you can go to your hands. But when you're using bars, you can go deeper because your hands are up higher. Okay, so that's the reason I tend to use push-up bars. If you want to use them, that's great. You can use your dumbbells even, right? You can set your dumbbells off to the side and use those as push-up bars. This is just easier for me. It's easier to kind of move in and out of the way. But the push-up bars can do the same thing as your dumbbells because you're able to adjust. So if you want wide, you can go wide. If you want to turn them in a little bit, you can turn them in. If you want to go close, you can go close. And again, get that same range of motion that you're getting using push-up bars. All right, so let's just give it a couple more seconds and we'll get into those push-ups. Pick your number. Go ahead and have a number in your mind. 12 to 15, 15 to 18, 18 to 20. Okay, go ahead and have a number in your mind. And again, thinking about the same thing, going to failure. You don't want to go to failure on this first set. So I'm going to shoot for 20 on the first set. Let's shoot for 20 on the second set, 18 on the last set, but hope for 20 on the last set. All right, so that's my goal for this set of push-ups. Okay, so 20, 20, 18, hope for 20. Okay, so that's 60 push-ups. Go ahead and get ready. I'm gonna go ahead and put my feet up. I like to put a towel right here on my bench. All right, into position. Ready? Let's go. That's 20. All right. I'm just gonna move the bench just so you can get a different angle on the push-up here that I'm doing. I'll go here, and then I'll just move my board out to here. I think that'll work for me. But I just want you to check out, again, range of motion, and then seeing as much as possible you want to keep that flat back, not having your butt in the air or sinking low and really putting a dip in your spine. Okay, those are two things that you want to avoid. Okay, so let's just shake it out here for a second. All right, let's get ready for this next one. Not too much of a break between sets, but enough that your muscles begin to recover, and then you're going right back into fatiguing them again. Okay, so let's Let's go ahead and get ready. All right, still shooting for 20. All right, there's my 20. And I could tell I was starting to struggle on probably those last 5, but I was still able to perform the rep adequately and not have my form suffer. So I feel good about those. I'm just gonna move this weight a little bit. I'm knocking it with the belt of my hat or doing those push-ups, so get ready for this last set. Same thing. Catch your breath here. It's all right to be breathing hard. It's all right. Okay, last set. All right, again, I'm going for 18, hoping for 20. So when I hit 18, I'm gonna drop for 19, and if I can get the push-up, great. If I can't, I'm happy with 18, all right? So pick your number, go ahead and have it in your mind, just like you had when we started set 1. Shoot for that number, really go for it here, okay? Still staying wide with the grip. All right, let's get ready to go down. All right, here we go. 18, hoping for 20. I got 19. Hopefully you hit your goal. Just gonna take a breath here. I'm gonna go ahead and move these out of the way. I'm done with these for the day. You're done with these for the day, okay? That's good news, right? Let's go ahead and get those out of the way. Next up, we're gonna be doing hammer curls. So grab your weight, whatever weight you wanna go with. So I was using 30 for the bicep curl. I'm gonna drop down to 25 for the hammer curls. Okay, so again, let's wait a second, let's catch our breath. I'll leave the bench where it is for now, because we're gonna come back to it for chest press, all right? Hammer curl, then chest press. So again, you should feel that push up right through here. If you went wide like I did, you should feel it right through here, which is a good thing, right? Blasting that chest, blasting these biceps today. Couple more deep breaths. And going for hammers. All right, let's talk about the hammer curl before we get started with the hammer curl. I'm gonna go to the side as well as the front, okay? Weights, you can have them down to your side if you want. I want you to make sure your elbows are tucked in tight to your lats, okay? And as you perform the exercise, don't swing your elbows out, okay? Your elbows don't need to come all the way out here. Your elbows are here, and you're bringing the weight up and down. So basically your arm, this part of your arm from your elbow to your hand looks like a hammer. It's just doing this. Okay? You're not doing this. Right? You're not drinking from a glass. So you don't have to come all the way up that way. It's just this. Here and here. Okay? Now I put the weights on my thighs from here, but again my elbows are still staying tucked in to my lats, resting the weight on my thighs, here and here. Okay, it doesn't need to be anything more than that. And again, just doing that, you can see how much the bicep reacts. Okay, good, tight, hard bicep. Okay, that's what we're going for here. That's all you need for the range of motion. No need to swing. Again, if you're swinging, way too much weight. Drop the weight until you're adequately able to just do this. Okay, and again, I don't care if you have the weight down to your side like this. You typically could get more range of motion doing it this way, but I prefer to come here because it just brings everything in tighter, and I'm just here, okay? Again, you do what you feel you need to do to feel comfortable doing the exercise, okay? So I'm at 25 pounds. Let's get ready. Go ahead and grab your weights and go where you want to go. Ready? Let's go. Alright, I'm stopping there. That was 12 for me. So, how are we counting? 1, 1, together is 1. So I did 1, 1, 2, 3, 3, 4. Okay, you can count however you feel you need to count for those. I got the 12 going that route. So you can either do this 1, 2, 3, or you can do like I was doing 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, or you can mix like I did. So up to you, however you want to count. Have your number in mind, shoot for that number, okay? I was going for 12 to 15, I got my 12. Just gonna go for 12 again on this time, and 12 again for that third set, hoping for 12. So really, I should probably be going for 10 to 14, right? And I hit 12, so then my next set should be 12, and then my last set, 10 to 12. So I should be happy with 10, but if I get 12, great. All right, so that's kind of where you want to be when you're choosing how many reps you want to do within each set, when you're doing 3 sets, okay? All right, catching our breath here, let the muscle relax. All right, let's get ready to grab weight again. All right, let's go ahead and grab weight. Dropping down, picking up the weight with our legs. I'm gonna turn to the side for you on this one. Ready? Elbows locked into your lats. And here again. 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 11, 11, 12. All right, felt really good about that 12. Again, grab water when you feel like you need water. I'm not going to direct you to grab water every time. So again, whenever you feel you need it, stop, take a sip. Let's get ready. And there's a giant spider over there on the side of my mat. Oh, he's gone now. All right, so one more set. Again, shooting for 12, probably looking at 10, hoping for 12. We'll see where we are. Hopefully you have your 2 numbers in mind, where you're shooting for and where you're gonna be happy, okay? So the shooting for number should be happier. The shooting number should be higher than your happy number, okay? All right, let's get ready. Think about what you're getting ready to do. go ahead and grab your weight. All right, and begin. 8, 9, 10. All right, I feel good about 10. Biceps are burning. That's what we're going for today, right? All right, let me go ahead and get my bench into place. This time, I'm going for a chest press. So I'm going to turn the bench about like this. Try to give you a couple of different perspectives on the exercise itself. This is a flat chest press. All right, so I am using a bench. If you don't have a bench, you can use the floor. And feel comfortable using the floor. It's perfectly fine to use the floor. You're just not going to get the full range of motion, right? So without a bench, you're trying to turn. You can go to here, right? Because your back is flat, your arms can only go to the floor, and you can still press up. Okay. The only difference with a bench is that I'm able to drop a little bit further with my elbows back to then push forward. So the range of motion is just increased when you're able to use a bench. So if you have a bench, great. If you don't have a bench, you can still use the floor. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and dial up my weight. I'm gonna go for 50 pounds. We're gonna get these weights into place. All right, I feel pretty good there. And just trying to give you a couple different perspectives. So I'll go down and do this set here. I'll turn the bench to the side, and then I'll turn the bench directly to you. Again, so you can see range of motion, so you can see how the exercise is performed, just to give you a couple of different perspectives on exactly how the exercise should be done. Reps. Okay, so I'm using pretty heavy weight here, so you want to go kind of low on the low end of reps. I'm going to go for 10 to 14. Okay, so first set, probably going to get that 14, 13, something like that. Second set is going to drop 1 or 2 reps. Third set is going to drop 1 or 2 reps. So I should be looking at 14, 13, 10, or 13, 12, 10, something like that. But minimum 10 is what I'm going for. Maximum 14. So again, that's about the range that you should be as well, depending on how much weight you're using. So think about the reps. Think about how many reps you're trying to complete, your happy and your goal. All right, those two are what we're shooting for here. Remember that there should be a gap between happy and goal. Okay. All right, let's get ready. Again, for this, watch the way I pick up the weights because I don't want you to torque your elbow. You can easily torque your elbow lifting heavy weights like this and getting it into position. So watch how I pick the weights up and use that, as well as watch how I put them back down. Okay, I'm going to use my legs as a lifting force to get the weight into position. So here we go. All right, so the weights are here. Now it's going to hurt my elbows quite a bit if I were to just power these up and lay back. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use my legs to position the weight and then go up. 14. Watch how I put the weights down. Okay, bring your legs up. Let the weight rock your body forward, allowing your legs to carry the weight. And then we're gonna put the weights down. Okay, just like that. All right, so I got my 14, I'm happy with that. So this next set, shooting for 14, I'll be happy with anywhere between 10 and 13. Last set, we're going to see how that goes depending on how the second set goes. But again, shooting for minimum 10. That's my happy set, okay? So give the muscle a chance to relax, a chance to regain strength. All right, next exercise after this chest press is going to be preacher curls. So get ready for those. Think about the weight that you're going to be using. Probably going to stick to the 25s for me. So you can kind of see about where we are with weight throughout this workout as far as variance between dumbbells. So it may behoove you to obtain a set of adjustable weights if you want to do a routine like this on a regular basis. All right, let's get ready for this next set. All right, go ahead and grab your weights. Remember exactly how I picked them up and got into position. Let me turn the bench. Move the weight here. Turn the bench this way so we're facing you a little bit more. That's good. All right, I'll move this weight into position here. Okay, so again, watch how I use my legs to get the weights into position. Ready? Let's go. All right, we got 12. And get the weights back down on the floor and we'll speak. Okay, so I got 12. Again, my happy was 10, goal was 14. I hit 12, I'm happy with that. So I'm gonna go ahead and readjust the bench. We did the side, did the front. I guess I'll go to the other side just this way as much as possible. And make sure I have room to get the weights. That'll work. Okay, just give yourself a minute to relax. This is actually a good position for the next exercise where we're doing concentration or preacher curls. So this will be good. All right. Relax, drink water, take a breath. All right, get ready for this last set of flat bench press. Really blasting the chest and biceps today, okay? All right, go ahead and grab my weights. All right, let's go back. All right, I got 10, so I'm hitting a happy number. Can't be dissatisfied when you hit your happy, right? Okay, we're gonna go ahead and put the weights back here, make an adjustment because we're going with preacher curls next. So, all right, preacher curls. I'm gonna go 25s. You only need one. You don't need to be able to work one arm at a time. So I'm gonna pick up my one. All right, you wanna incline your bench. If you have a bench. If you don't have a bench, preacher curls are pretty difficult to do. You may be able to do these over a chair, okay? But here's the exercise. You're just doing your entire triceps should be lying flat across the bench and lifting up from here, okay? That's the preacher curl. So basically it looks like you're standing in front of a pulpit and you're reaching down to grab the weight, okay? That's the bicep curl. It is a preacher curl because of the very limited range of motion. It isolates your bicep tremendously. Same thing with the left arm. Everything from your armpit down to your elbow should be flat on the bench. And this is the motion. Okay? That's what we're going for. If you're able to get that with a chair, good. You can use it maybe like a chair and a pillow. I'm trying to think of some alternate methods that you could use. That's pretty much the best one I can think of. So yeah, just flat. So if this were flat, straight up and down like a chair, you're not really getting the full effect of the preacher curl. So if you could use something that will put your arm out here, that's where you're gonna get the maximum effect of the exercise. All right, but the benefit of having an adjustable bench is you have many exercises that you can pull off just by lifting and dropping the bench. So, all right, so pick your weight. Hopefully you have that in mind already. Reps. Each arm, I'm gonna go for 8 to 10. All right, I'm gonna be happy with 8. If I can get 10, great, but I'm gonna be happy with 8. So remember to go ahead and pick that number for yourself. I'm gonna move the bench a little closer to you. Maybe you'll be able to see the exercise a little bit better. See the actual bicep flexing and contracting. All right. Go ahead and get ready and begin. All right, I got 10. I'm happy with that. That's what I was going for, right? 8 to 10. So let's do it again on the other side. Happy with 8, going for 10. All right, I got my 10. I'm gonna stick with this angle for one more set. The last set I'll turn directly to you. Again, shoot for 8 to 10. Happy with 8, shoot for 10. Hopefully you have your number, you have a good adequate range between happy and goal and happy, okay? Let that set in for not as long, right? Because we alternated it, we concentrated on the right arm, gave the right arm a break with the left arm. So these you don't have to wait too long between sets because you had the break, okay? Go ahead and get ready. Make sure you're in position and exercise. only because I felt like 10, I was gonna lose actual form, so I just stopped at 9. So let's go ahead and go to the left arm. Again, go until you feel like you're about to lose form. At that point, you're at muscle failure. At that point, you need to stop. Don't push yourself to the point of doing bad form, because bad form can lead to injury. All right? Ready? Grab your weight. Position correctly and begin. All right, got my 9, I'm happy with 9. We can go ahead and rotate the bench to you. Hopefully without tearing up my floor. All right, feel pretty good there. Let's move it over just a tad bit. All right, just want to be directly in front of you for this last set. All right, realize that you've had enough of a break, but if you're sticking with me, you should be good as far as how long to wait between your sets. Okay, again, we gave our right arm a break during our left arm, so right now this is all just a break. Get ready, and grab your weight, proper position, and begin. All right, I got 8, and I was struggling to get that 8. So I'm dropping the weight. I'm done. Gonna move on to the left arm. Go ahead and get into position with your left. Grab your weight. Feel good about it, and exercise. Very good. All right, again, got my 8. I'm happy with my 8. Let's go ahead and put the weight back down. All right, next up is an incline bench press. So this is too much of an incline, so I'm gonna drop it down. This is where I feel good about my incline bench press. I'm gonna keep the bench facing you just like this. Weight, I'm gonna drop down to, I'm gonna go with 45. All right, so. Not as much weight as the flat press, but adequate for an incline press. Okay, don't need too much of a break here, right? Because we're just using our biceps. Now we're using our chest again. Okay, again, watch how I help myself get the weight up. There's not too much of a difference here because we're inclined, so I'm not going all the way back using my legs to get the weight into position, but I'm still using them to get the weight into position. The other thing is, I'm gonna lock my feet using my bench. So I'm gonna lock my feet into position here, so I don't have too much motion with my legs and my ability to get the weight into place. But you'll see how I do the weight. Okay, so let's go ahead and get your weights up. Ready? And get into position, lock your feet into position, lock your feet, and press.
I was shooting for 8 to 10, I got 10. Drop the weight. Take a break if you need to, grab water if you need to. Luckily mine's within arm's reach. All right, let's talk about it. 8 to 10 was my number. I got 10. This set, hopefully 10, but I'll be happy with 8 or 9. Last set, I'll be happy with 8. So I can tell that was a struggle for me to get to 10, but I kept good form, so I'm happy with those 10. Okay, so stretch everything out, shake it out, stretch out your chest if you need to. So talking about chest exercises. So this is a chest press, but you're inclined, so you're using the top part of your chest. Right? When you're flat, you're using the medial part of your chest. And when we do a decline, which is our last exercise, you'll be using the bottom part of your chest. So again, we're going full range here on our chest, from the middle to the top to the bottom. Push-ups, it's gonna work the outer edges, okay? So getting full chest here. All right, get ready for your next set. Again, have your number in mind, your happy number and your goal number. My goal is still 8, or still 10, but I'm happy with 8. All right, get ready to get the weight up. And go. Good. All right, weights up. And press. I got 8. I'm happy with 8, right? That's my goal. Or sorry, that was my happy weight. That was my happy range, was 8. And I got there, so can't complain. Again, 8 to 10, 10 being the goal, 8 happy. I'm still shooting for 8 to 10 in this last set, okay? Don't change the number, okay? Just remember that you have a goal and you have a happy number. So you have a range, right? That's the whole point of setting that range, so that you can make a happy number and a goal number, all right? So I hit my goal in the first set, hit my happy number on the second set. Hopefully, I'm gonna hit my happy number on this last set. So take a break, take a breath, check your heart rate if you want to. Mine is a 110, so I'm in a fat burning range for my height and weight. That heart rate dropped down to a little bit more controllable level. So mine's just barely dropping now. Back to 108. All right, so gotta pick up the weight. Last set, all right, 8 to 10 for me. You have your number. You're gonna be happy with 8, okay? Pick up your weights. Use your legs to get in position. And press. All right, I got my happy number. It was a struggle, but I got there. All right, putting the weights down. All right, next exercise. So we did preacher, we did incline. Concentration curls. I'm gonna turn the bench. I'm going to adjust weight. So I'm gonna put the weight down, make my adjustment. Concentration curls, I'm gonna drop down to 20 pounds. might be thinking 20 pounds is not very much. And maybe you're right, but paired with the fact that we've done a chest and bicep blast today, I know that it's going to be more difficult to get through these last two sets, these last two exercises. So I'm going to go lighter on the weight so that I can make it to my rep number. Reps. I'm going to go 8 to 10 on each arm. Okay. So this is going to be like the preacher curl where you're only able to do one arm at a time. So you really only need one weight. I shouldn't have adjusted the other one, but it's fine. So I'm going to get the weight here. And how do you do this? Okay. Legs at a 90-degree angle, coming back. You're going to rest not necessarily your elbow, but your tricep into your inner thigh, and you're going to pull the weight, just like this. Looking like the thinking man, all right? So you're concentrating on bringing that weight up, squeezing at the top, and then extension, okay? Contraction and extension. Same thing on the other side. Left arm, inside of your thigh. Again, up, down, down. All right, that's the exercise. I'm going to adjust this bench several times, so through all 3 sets you're going to see a different angle, just so you can see, again, from another perspective how to properly do the exercise. So go ahead and get your number in mind, again, using a lighter weight, so hopefully your reps are still going to stay pretty high. I feel good about 8 to 10. Let's see how well we can do. All right, go ahead and grab your weight. Again, you should be able to go right into this because we were just working chest. So, ready? And begin. Changing to the other arm. Don't need to make much of an adjustment with your legs because you're still at that 90-degree angle. Not too much of a break here. I hit my 10, but the weight feels light. Okay, so I'm just gonna go right into it. I wanna keep the muscle fatigued enough so that it becomes a challenge for me to get to that 8 to 10. It wasn't a challenge for me to get to 10 just now, so going right back into it. Ready? Switching arms. Same thing. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and switch the bench around just a little bit for you. Give you another perspective on how to get the weight, how to get the exercise done. Not gonna take too much of a break, but we'll take a slight break again on this one. The second set, I also got to 10, but it felt like a little bit more of a struggle, so that's a good thing. Because maybe I should be shooting for 10 to 12 instead of 8 to 10. But I had my number in mind from the beginning. That's what I'm going to stick to. I'm just going to drop the amount of rest between sets and get right back into it. All right, so again, still shooting for 10. Happy with 8, but I feel confident about 10. Okay. I just know that next time I do this exercise, if I'm using the same weight, to adjust my rep range. Okay. Ready? Begin. Do the same thing, left side. Ready? All right, got to 10. But that was a struggle, and that was great. All right, I feel really good about that entire set of exercise there, because when I got to 8, I could feel a struggle, but I still pushed to 10 and still felt like I had really good form. So that was a really good set of reps, okay? I'm gonna put the weight back down. Prepare for the next exercise, which is the last exercise, which is a decline press. Okay, so your bench should be declined. All right, I'm gonna have to move my weight a little bit. Shoot for 50. Okay. Again, you don't need too much of a break here because we're just working our biceps. So our chest should be ready to go. Setting on my bench, I'm all set. Again, decline. Going back to exactly the things I've said before. For these, you definitely need to lock your feet in because you have that much weight above your head and above your waist. In order to get back up, you're gonna have to use your legs, all right? But you're also gonna need to lock your feet into the bench so that you're able to use your leg exercise or your leg muscles to pull yourself up. Okay, so get ready. Go ahead and pick up your weights. Swing them up. Lock your feet. All right. I'm going to drag these weights. Okay, not lifting too much. I'm just dragging them across my body until I get to this point and exercise. All right, I got 14. That was my goal. Put the weights down. All right, so let's talk about goal. My goal here was 11 to 14. So on this set, I'm shooting for 14. 11 I'll be happy with, okay? Weight shift. Okay, hopefully you noticed how I was able to bring the weights to the position to work out and to get them back down to where they were. Be as safe as you can here. Everyone's gonna be different. So let me just turn just slightly. Not gonna turn too much. Again, just want you to get more perspective on the exercise itself. All right, feel pretty good about that. Last exercise, all right? This is number 8. All right. Good. Shake everything out. Feel good about what you're doing here. All right. Go ahead and grab your weights. Up to your legs. Get them back in position as safely as possible. Lock your feet into your bench and push. but I forgot to lock my feet in. So I didn't lock my feet in properly before I started. So I feel like that was a detriment to getting the number of reps I wanted in that set. So gotta think about it more this time, but I'm happy I got 11. Again, shooting for 11 to 14. 14 the first time, or 12 the first time, right? And then 11, so this time I'm still hoping for 11. 11's my happy number. All right, so let me just turn slightly, just a little bit more for you, not too much. Let's go here. I think that'll be good. All right, grab some water. All right, this time I'm going to start with my feet locked into position. That's why I have more control over my torso and how slowly or quickly I want to get up, right? So I can go slow or quick. And with the weights in my hands, this is very important. So, feet are locked in. Let's go ahead and grab your weight. Up. All right. Slowly drop back. And press. All right, get the weight down. All right, I don't know about you, but I got to 10. Okay, so 11 was my happy. I got to 10. I have to be okay with that. All right, just because I didn't hit my happy or my goal, you have to be happy being able to get at least, one number lower than your happy. You have to accept that, and then know for next time. I'm gonna stick with this until I get 11 for my last set, okay? Don't drop the weight, just keep going until you're able to hit your goals, okay? Really, that's it. So let me put these down and let's cool down together for a little bit. I'll just move the bench out of the way. And just to let you know too, those benches, they're not very expensive. You can see how easily I just kind of moved that out of the way. That bench probably weighs about 20 pounds, maybe. And you can get them on Amazon for like 50 bucks. Not too expensive, especially for what you're doing at home. And it's easy to just move out of the way, right? Set it up, throw it in the closet, leave it out as a piece of furniture, but whatever you want to do. So let's just cool down together for a little bit. Let's just breathe in, up on your toes, breathe out, come back down, repeat. And again. Do some arm circles, so feet just wider than shoulder width, bending over, swinging that arm. Change direction. Not doing too much here because this is really for your shoulder. Other arm. Change direction. And stand back up, very good. Let's widen out. Trying to touch the back of your hands to the wall behind you. Opening up that chest. And now close it together. Open it back up. Again, trying to press your palms into the wall behind you. And then come back together. Good. All right, full range of motion with your arms. That chest is tight, I know. Let's go the other direction. Hopefully you feel your chest here. If you're coming up and around, okay? Widening that chest, stretching out that muscle that we just worked hard on to, again, flex, stretch out, build muscle in there. Thank you for joining me for this chest and bicep blast. Hope you enjoyed it. My name is Justin. We'll see you in the next video.